Hey, it's me, Destiny Lachey. Welcome to another video. Listen, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do your own nails at home, how to do your own hair at home, lay your own wig, all of that, curl it, layer it, all that goodness, and also show you guys how I did this cute little simple easy smoky eye and like a beat face, you know what I mean? So this is how I looked before, super crusty, right? This is how the wig actually looked before, and this is how it looked after. So get ready, I'm going to show you guys every step on how I transform myself while we're in the house, okay? So we're going to start off with hair. The first thing that I used is my Maven wig. This video is sponsored by Maven, by the way. They're a black-owned hair company that sells bundles as well as wigs. First, what I'm going to do is bleach the knots. This is preference. You don't have to do it. You can also put makeup underneath your wig to camouflage the knots, but I'm going to go ahead and bleach the knots. This took me about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I washed it out and washed and deep conditioned the hair. And after that, the hair looked like this. It had a really nice bounce to it. I can run my fingers right through the hair without getting any knots, as well as no shedding, and the parting looked really nice. So what I went ahead and did was straighten the hair. Since I didn't want to wear it in its natural texture, I wanted to kind of transform the wig and see if I could style it how I wanted it to be. So I used a boar bristle brush and my flat iron to straighten the hair, and this took me about, I would say, 30 minutes to do. Using the brush, I only have to do one pass. And I also went in and used my hot comb and I did the roots. This really helps to get your wig to lay flat, because what I'm going to do next is layer it. What I like to do is take the two front pieces of my hair, put them together, and then use my scissors or a razor to cut downwards on the hair. And I layer my wigs all the time, and I do it the same way every time. And I do it just like this, and then I go in and use those same layers as a guide to frame the rest of my face. And I just kind of go in a diagonal motion. I put really deep layers in this hair because I want my curls to lay like a blowout. So I cut a lot of this hair off, especially in the front. So I gave myself bangs, sort of. So now what I'm going to do is cut off the lace. And I'm sorry I was out of frame for this part really bad, but I cut the lace off. That was super easy. And then I went in with my Got2b glue freeze spray, and I just sprayed that around my hairline, of course in front of my hairline, so that none of the spray gets on my hair. And then I just pull the wig up, and then I blow dry the edges on cool so that the glue can dry, or not the glue, the spray. And now I'm going to show you guys how I curl this hair to make it look like you got a blowout on your weave, okay? So what I do is take those two front sections that we cut earlier, and I curl the hair backwards. So this will give you a nice blowout layered look. And I'm using a pretty big barrel on my curling iron to do this so that the curls will be kind of loose. And then just to hold the curls and give me more volume, I'm going to use a big roller. I love these Velcro rollers. You can get them on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. These are great. I wish I had more of them. I think I lost them, but I just roll my hair upwards and then pin it so that it'll stay. And this will just give your hair a lot more volume and give you that bouncy look. Like I said, giving you more of that, you know, blowout kind of voluminous Victoria's Secret look, you know what I mean? So I go ahead and replicate the same thing on the next section of hair, and I just kind of do it the way the Dominicans do a blowout, sort of like the pattern wise. You do the center first and then the sides, and then I just curl the rest of the hair at the end. And I make sure I hold the curling iron in my hair for about 20 seconds. Now if it was my hair, that would be a different story, but since it's weave, I can hold it there for a little bit because the curl will hold longer. And I feel like the rollers just hold the heat in the hair, and it holds the position of the volume that I want my hair to be, if that makes sense. So I really love using the rollers. It just gives me a lot of bounce and volume in my hair. So try using rollers if you haven't tried it before, especially if you want volume and bounce. Okay, so while I'm curling the hair, I'm just gonna tell you guys what I was doing this day. So on this day, I was actually taking maternity photos. So I was taking baby bump pictures, and I just wanted to let you guys know that we're having a girl. I was gonna do a fancy smancy video like gender reveal, but I just don't feel like it. I haven't been feeling the best lately. So I just wanted to tell you guys in this video that we are having another girl. It's so exciting. I'm really excited to have two girls. So yeah, I've been waiting to tell you guys that for months. So yeah, I hope you guys are happy. I know she's gonna have a whole bunch of internet aunties and all that good stuff. So now y'all know. I think I slipped up in a video and said it anyway, so a lot of you caught that. But you know, for those of you who didn't know, now you know. Oh, and another tip is when you get to the bottom of the hair, curl the hair different ways. It just makes it look fuller. So now we're going on to our nails, okay? So since we are in the house and the nail salons are not open, order you some custom press-ons, because your nails do not have to be looking crusty just because you're in the house, okay? And I know some people still have Zoom videos, Zoom like work things to do. You just don't want to look crusty, okay? So my girl Yum makes custom press-ons just for you. She makes them the length that you want, color, design, all of that. You can just DM her on Instagram. I put her little Instagram handle right there on the bottom corner. And all I do is I use my glue that I get from Sally's that really works on my nails because my nail beds are really oily, and I press these on. Literally just clean my nails with alcohol, press these on, and they last for up to 2 to 3 weeks. And then once they do pop off, you can save them and use them again. You guys know I've been an advocate for press-ons for years anyway. I just don't like getting my nails done. I feel like it takes too much of my time and I just hate sitting there. So this is super easy, and I've been doing this for years anyway, but these custom ones are super cute. I don't know about you, but I always have a backup nail kit at home. So I usually have multiple nail kits that I use to do my own nails, because you never know when you'll need them. Just like now, since we're stuck in the house and we can't go to the nail salon. I'm going to show you how I do my nails and Leilani's nails quickly at home. So what I like to do is soak my fingers in some soap first, some dish soap, and then I use this St. Ives scrubs just to get our hands really, really soft. I love using this stuff to exfoliate my hands because my hands can get kind of rough sometimes, and this just makes it, makes my hands a lot softer. And then I just rinse our hands off, and then I go in and start to get all this crap out of my cuticles and stuff like that. So I use this cuticle remover, and this just kind of dissolves the excess skin around the nails without you having to cut them. I don't really like cutting my cuticles myself because I'm kind of scared. So I use that, and then I just push back my cuticles with this nail cleaner tool. Then, just to make sure there's nothing on the nail before we start doing our nails, I like to use like acetone or a cleanser. And this will just really dry out the nails so that our nails will stick, or your nail polish will stick. And I just really get in there and kind of scrub to make sure that all that oil and stuff is out of the nail bed. And I did the same thing to Leilani's nails, just took the nail polish remover and just kind of scrubbed her nails a little bit to make sure they're nice and dry. And I'm gonna cut her nails down as well, just to make sure they're nice and even, because she needed a whole clipping on her nails because they were super long. On Leilani's nails, I like to use these color sheet nail stickers because one, they're quick. It takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to do all of her nails, and she doesn't have to dry. So what you do is you take the stickers off individually, and I use like one piece like this for 2 nails. So I take the sticker off and I place it on her finger, make sure it's all the way around the perimeter of her finger, like the sticker isn't sticking up, and then you just take your nail file and gently dust off the ends, and it comes off that easy. And then I use that other piece, the other end, and do the next nail, so I don't waste any nail stickers. And you just gently use the file and file it down. It's so easy. If you have kids and they want their nails done, especially during this time, seriously, get these stickers. They're the easiest ones that I've tried. I've tried a ton of nail stickers, and these are by far the easiest to cut off. They're the easiest to work with, and they stay a long time. So I go ahead and do that to the rest of her nails, and she loves it. And they also have a ton of different designs, especially for like holidays and stuff like that. So yeah, check them out. Now we're moving on to my nails. My nails are clean. I'm going to take my buffer and just buff my nails out because I'm going to be using artificial nails so that my nails are longer, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and just use the buffer and buff all around my nails so that the artificial nail will stick to my nail perfectly and they will last for up to 2 to 3 weeks. And then I just use my little makeup brush to dust away some of the dust because we don't want all that dust underneath our nails. And then I take these clear square nails that I got off Amazon. This kit is great because they're the perfect length for me. And I use my nail glue to apply the glue to the nail and then apply the nail to my finger. And I do that to every finger. Sometimes I do add a little bit of glue to my actual nail bed so that you can't see any bubbles through the clear nail. Since I'm doing like a clear nail design, I want it to kind of be perfect. So I'm going to try to make sure that I have no bubbles. And I hold it down for about 10 to 15 seconds and then I let it go and move on to the next nail. So this is what they look like all pressed on. Next, what I'm going to do is shape the nails. I was out of frame for this, but I'm going to try to explain to you guys how I did it. I just did like a almond stiletto shape. So I just really focused on the sides of the nails, bringing it to a middle point in the center of my nail. So shaping is something you have to kind of do to get it right. So just try it. I just wanted a different shape. I didn't want square nails. So I shaped them in like a almond stiletto shape. And after that, after shaping, I just went ahead and buffed them so that the gel polish and my glitter that I'm going to put on sticks. Now I'm going to go with my gel polish base coat, and this is going to cure for about 2 minutes under a blue light. And this is just going to help our glitter stick, and it's going to also have, you know, make our nails look more like acrylic than a at-home set. And I just polish that on and then cure it under the light for, like I said, about 2 minutes. And then after that, I go in and start putting my glitter on. Of course, I got this glitter from Amazon. I got this a while ago, but it comes with a lot of different like little gold glitter designs. I love gold, so I'm using these gold flakes to just sprinkle on top of that base coat. Now that base coat is really sticky, so it really helps the gold flakes to stick without any polish. So I'm just placing that on with a good tweezer and just spreading it out and just placing it on there. It was super easy. And this is how it looks before I put the top coat on. I'm going to use this top coat. I got this from Sally's, I believe. And I'm just going to paint over my nails about, I would say, 2 times and cure it under the light. And then that's it. Literally, that's it. Oh, and then after my nails cure, after I put the top coat on, I make sure that I take some gel cleanser or gel polish cleanser and just wipe that top coat off because it'll be kind of sticky and gross. So I just make sure that my nails are clean. So this is how they came out. Super cute, super easy, very easy to work with nails. Now I'm going to show you guys how I beat my face this day. So I was going for like a neutral kind of face and then a smoky eye. So I'm going to go in with my NYX Honey Do Me Up primer, and I put this all over my face. I've been using this for years. I love it. It's super hydrating, especially if you have dry skin, like dry flakes, eczema, all that stuff. It just creates a really tacky base for my makeup. And then I'm going in with the Versali like turmeric under eye treatment, I think it's called. I don't know. I just used it because my under eyes were kind of dark. And then I'm going in with my Tatcha primer, and I'm putting that in the center of my face just in case I get oily. And I'm going to go ahead and do soap brows this day. I have a full tutorial on how I do my soap brows. I'll link it right above my head. It's fairly easy. It just takes a while to master. Now I'm going in with my MAC concealer. This is a really nice full coverage concealer, and I'm just putting this over any areas where I think I will need extra coverage. And lately I've been needing extra coverage under my eyes because I haven't been sleeping because I've been using the bathroom all night long. Can't wait to have this baby, y'all. But yeah, so I'm just blending that in with a beauty blender, and that is just going to sheer out some of the coverage a little bit. Then I'm going in with my Too Faced foundation, the Born This Way foundation, my favorite. And for some reason my foundation was looking real patchy at first. I had to really blend it out. I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant or not, but it just wasn't laying right. I have no idea what it was, but I got it to work. But I just spread that around with a beauty blender and make sure it was blended into my skin just to sharpen up my brows a little bit and give my eyelids a base. For my eyeshadow, I went in with my Pro Concealer, and I also do put a good amount on my lids and blend it out with my finger as well as my beauty blender just to make sure that everything is nice and even, because when I put on my eyeshadow, I don't want anything to be patchy. Then I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is one of my favorites. I haven't used this in a while. And I went ahead and put that underneath my eyes. And I like to let this concealer sit underneath my eyes for a little bit because it's thin in consistency. And if you blend it out too fast, it will shear out the coverage and it won't cover anything. So I just like to let it sit on my face for a little bit. And I put it in the center of my face as well, down the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and on my chin. And I believe I added the Maybelline the twist up concealer with the sponge on it too, just to brighten it up a little bit. And I'm just going in and blending that out with a beauty blender, just making sure that everything's blended, there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is one of my favorites. This is my favorite, I would say. And I'm using that to set underneath my eyes so that the eyeshadow fallout doesn't disturb what we just did, and this will help set the under eyes as well. So I'm just gonna put that in with the same beauty blender that I used. It is damp, and I just press this into my skin at first, and then I go on top and kind of bake a little bit, meaning putting more powder on top of the powder I put down so that any eyeshadow fallout will be caught by the powder instead of my face. Now I'm going in with this nude palette by Huda Beauty. I'm using the center pink color, and this is going to be our transition color. So I'm putting this in with a nice fluffy brush and just blending that into the crease and a little bit above. Then I'm going in with this shade out of the palette, going one little notch down, and I'm doing the same thing, just applying that to the crease area and just making sure everything looks blended. Now I'm going in with my eyeliner, and I'm going to use this as a base for our eyeshadow. And since we're doing a smoky eye, I need something dark for the black eyeshadow to stick to. So I'm just putting that eyeliner like kind of on the lower half of my eyelid, but not putting too much because black eyeshadow can get really crazy sometimes. Now I'm going in with my black eyeshadow. This is the Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow. It's really black, and I'm just going on top of that black shade. And then when I go on top of that black shade, I kind of just disperse it out a little bit above it so that it looks a little faded. And then I just keep packing on that color until it looks like how I want it to look. And I keep dispersing it and spreading it out, kind of going in circular motions to spread out the black, not going too far up because, like I said, black can get crazy. Now I'm going to use some eyeliner and just put this on my waterline. It's really hard to do this on camera because I have to get really close to the mirror. So hold on, give me a second. Came back. Now I'm putting on lashes, and I'm just applying these with my lash tool. Next, what I use to sweep away that baking powder underneath my eyes is my MAC powder, my mineralized skin finish. It's so great. It gives you like that Photoshop look, especially if you're taking pictures like I was this day. You want to make sure you use that just to sweep away the powder. And what I'm going to do on the lower half of my eyes is replicate what I did on the top. So I'm going to use black first and then disperse the pink colors outwards so that my lower lash line looks smoky as well. I just don't like a naked bottom lash line, especially if we're doing a smoky eye. Now I'm going in with my L'Oreal foundation. This is a stick, and I use that as a contour. And I just put that in the hollows of my cheeks and blend it out. I only put a little bit because you don't need a lot of this stuff at all. I just blend it out with my foundation brush. Then I'm going in with an oldie but goodie, the Anastasia powder contour kit. And I'm going on top of that just to make sure that everything sets in. And it gives me a little bit more color. So it bronzes up my face a little bit. I forgot about this when I seen it on my desk the other day. I was like, let me use that. Then I'm using the banana shade to brighten up under my eyes. I used to use this all the time. I kind of miss it. Now I'm using a Laura Mercier blush, and I'm going to put this on my cheeks because, I don't know, I just felt like I needed more color. To sharpen up my contour and kind of chisel my face a little bit, I'm going to use the medium deep Laura Mercier powder, and this is just going to snatch our face. I like using this with a beauty blender and just going right underneath our contour because I'm not super perfect with mine. I don't know about you guys, but I mess up, and this just snatches my face. I love it. So I do this, and I let it sit there for about 5 to 10 seconds while I do something else. I'm going to use one of my favorite highlighting palettes. This is the Huda Beauty highlighting palette, and I'm going to use a lot of those shades in that palette just to highlight my face. I love how wet looking this highlighter looks. It doesn't like sit on top of your skin. It looks like you're glowing from within. That's why I really like it. And I just put it on the high points of my face, like my cheekbones and stuff. Then I'm just dusting away that powder so that we don't look crazy. And I'm going in with one of my favorite setting powders. This is the Iconic setting powder. It makes you glow. I love it. Takes away the ashiness and the dryness from all the powder. Now I'm going in with my Mented lip liner, and I'm going to line my lips with that. And then I'm going to use a Huda Beauty lipstick to go in the center. And this is like a neutral nude kind of color because I was going for like a nude lip. And then I did pop a gloss on top of that. I always layer my lipstick, so yeah. And that's how my face is looking. Now I'm taking out my hair because we need to make sure my hair is right. I cannot leave these rollers in my hair for the pictures. So I'm just going to finish up my hair. I did add a little bit more curls to my hair, but I loved how it came out and how bouncy and full it looked. I know I wanted really deep layers in this hair so that the curls would really look nice and full and bouncy. And like I said, I just curled this hair again to make sure that the curls would hold, and I did use some hairspray, extra hold hairspray, to make sure that the big curls held because they're very loose, so they can fall very easily. So I wanted to make sure they were a-okay. So this is how the hair looked. I'll have a link to where you can look up Maven Hair and their wigs and stuff in the description box. Check that out. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is the final look. My maternity pictures came out really nice. You can see one of them or two of them on Instagram right now if you go to my page. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.